The Lakers swept the season series against the Clippers on Sunday with a 108-102 win, their sixth straight win overall. Luka Doncic ended the game with 29 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals. LeBron James scored 17 points while grabbing 5 rebounds and dishing 9 dimes. Here's Luka and JJ Redick postgame.
Are you enjoying playing in this building? The fans certainly seem to be appreciating the effort.
Hell yeah, it's nice.
He played fantastic tonight, and again, it was that verve and that spirit of competition, but also just something that maybe it's an inner demon, I don't know, but it comes out, and it's fantastic for us when it does.
The Lakers' hot streak has rocketed them to number 2 in the West. They've won 6 straight games and 12 of their last 14, which is the best record in the Western Conference during that span. All right. Chad Johnson, everybody.
It was a YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio, as I love to do at the very least 3 times a week. Naturally, as I'm nearing, or I now have eclipsed, over 1.1 million subscribers. Can't thank y'all for the love and support enough you've been giving me on YouTube. Can't thank you for the love and support you've been giving me over iHeartRadio with the millions of downloads we've received over the last few months. Keep the love coming, and I'm going to keep on coming. We've got a lot to get into today, especially considering who's taking time out of this very busy schedule to talk to me. The one and only Andrew Cuomo, the 56th governor for the state of New York. He's decided to pursue the mayor's seat in New York City after a 3.5-year exodus from the world of politics. Looking forward to talking to him about his vision for now and the future in New York City and beyond. You don't want to miss that conversation. Before we get into all of that, I got some sports stuff to get to, so bear with me, please, because I got to get started with the NBA, where, don't look now, but the Los Angeles Lakers have climbed all the way up to the top 2 seed in the Western Conference. The Lakers swept 2 games against the Clippers Friday and Sunday. The Lakers have now won 6 straight games and 12 of their last 14. They're 6-2 with Luka Doncic in the lineup, and LeBron James is putting up numbers reminiscent of his MVP season. The Lakers are on a roll, and many are starting to wonder if they can win the West. I'm here to tell you they can win the West. But it's not just because of LeBron James. It's not because you're expecting and anticipating that Luka Doncic is going to go berserk. It's because of the way the Lakers are playing defense. That brings us to JJ Redick. Did you know that over the last 6.5 weeks, the Lakers are the number 1 defensive team in the NBA, efficiency-wise? Number 1. That is special. Nobody anticipated that. So we got to give love where it's due, respect where it's due, and we got to start contemplating whether or not the Lakers can indeed come out of the West. Now, when I think about OKC, I'm thinking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm thinking about Jalen Williams. I'm thinking about Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm thinking about the brothers that they got playing on that squad. Youthful, exuberance, athleticism, 3-point shooting ability, shot blocking ability, defensive prowess. They've got like 9 different categories that they're number 1 in. All of those things play a role. The question is, will their youth get the better of them, particularly going up against some more experienced teams, dare I say the Los Angeles Lakers. We look at Memphis, they struggle shooting the ball. We look at Houston, they're too young. We look at Denver, they don't have a bench. We look at the Clippers, we see what the Lakers have already done to them. We look at the Phoenix Suns, they're non-existent. They've lost like 12 of their last 14. Despite Kevin Durant and Devin Booker both averaging over 26 points a game, they can't win a game to save their damn life. The Minnesota Timberwolves are winning games, but do you really, really wonder whether or not Anthony Edwards is going to have the help he needs from a Rudy Gobert, from a Julius Randle and others to really make some noise out in the Western Conference? And, of course, there is the Dallas Mavericks, who everybody believes could make some noise. But then again, Anthony Davis and Daniel Gafford is out. When are they coming back? And when they do come back, how ready are they going to be? There's a whole bunch of things to point to throughout the Western Conference. And we can't forget the Golden State Warriors either. Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler and those boys. Whole bunch of things to point to. But here's the bottom line. The Lakers got Luka, they got LeBron, and now they got a defense. Damn. They can take the West. They really, really can. Now, forgive me for transitioning to another NBA topic, but I want to follow up on the conversation from last week where LeBron James wondered why anyone would want to be the face of the NBA. James essentially blamed the media for being critical of the players in the game who are compared to the legends in the sport. I gave my thoughts on the issue last Friday, and then my buddy, the Godfather, the one and only Michael Wilbon from PTI, pardon the interruption, weighed in on the subject himself. Take a listen to what my man Wilbon had to say.
There's a lot of layers here, and there's some stuff I might agree with him. And I watched Channing Frye have this rant, and it was insightful. And I disagree with Channing, who I know and like tremendously. And if I was sitting with Channing and or LeBron, I would say, hold on for a second. First of all, we live in a world now in which those guys, and particularly LeBron, they know how to use and manipulate social media, but it goes both ways. It cuts both ways. And that's where a great part of the negativity is. All right? So you engage in this. We live in a world that is largely negative, having nothing to do with sports. That's the world we live in, and you live in it. And in LeBron's case, though, when you've been praised justifiably, you've earned the praise and the hundreds of millions of dollars that have started since you were 8 years old. When you put a crown on your head, do you actually believe that the rest of us are just in your kingdom to serve you? Sorry, there's criticism that comes with that. There's comparison that comes with that. I don't know that LeBron feels this way because I haven't asked him. I'd like to ask him. Is he referring to the constant comparisons with Michael Jordan? Because if he doesn't like that, too damn bad. The comparison, the constant attention, that's how you get all that money. It doesn't come from fannies and seats. Yeah. It comes from attention and eyeballs and viewership and listenership and all of that, Tony. And I just wonder, really, do you think that we're supposed to just be there in public relations terms? We're not on your payroll. We're not there just to praise you.
Do I need to say any more? Do I need to say any damn more? He said it right there for you. We're not on LeBron James' payroll. But guess what? We damn sure helped elevate his payroll. Because by talking about him so much and praising him and recognizing him and popularizing him, it's facilitated him making money. There is no question that he is one of the greatest players ever, and he deserves all the credit for that. We didn't train for him. We didn't provide his nutrition. We weren't the ones in the weight room like he was, taking care of his body, spending more than $1.5 million a year on taking care of his health. All of that stuff is absolutely, positively true. But in the end, by talking about him, by prioritizing him with our coverage, we've assisted in that. But we're hating because, God forbid, that you had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say that one player out of the thousands upon thousands of players that have played in the NBA throughout its history could possibly be better than LeBron James. All we do is talk shit about him. That's what he says. I'll tell you what's talking shit about him. Calling his ass too sensitive, that's what's talking shit about him, which I just did because it's true. Before I say anything else, a word from my sponsors.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng. Vòng hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là màu xám. Các bạn, hôm nay tiêu đề của mình có là màu hồng. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu làm vòng nha.
Con này.
Đâu, cô không
Nhà thì cô làm.
Bôi. Gọi gió lên. Gọi gió lên. Bố nhà. Nói ơi.
Sao đây vậy?
Nói ơi.
Bơi. Đừng chạy đầu cái bạn. Bơi. Đang gọi cậu ơi, Đăng ơi.
Vừa gọi đó nhỉ?